How much more would you and your team sell if your sales team was better? Better at prospecting, better at asking questions or doing discovery, better presenters, better closers, better negotiators, whatever. What if they were just better? How do you make them better? Well, one of the key ways to do that is what I call skills coaching. This is the fourth video in a whole series I've got on coaching. This one, we're really going to talk about their skills. How do we make them better at all of those things I just mentioned? And I believe this is an area that sales leaders just don't focus enough attention on. My name is Gary Braun. I'm co-founder here at Pivotal Advisors, and we've worked with hundreds of sales organizations. And I personally have worked with hundreds of sales leaders. Now, some sales leaders and executives tell me that if I really want to make my team better, I'm going to do training. I love training. I think there's all types of great trainings out there, but never in the history of the world have I seen a team go through training and everybody on the team is significantly better. Never. It doesn't happen. Sales don't suddenly just skyrocket. Why? Because even good training dies without some good coaching on the back end to reinforce it. It just happens that way. And I ask sales leaders all the time, are you a good coach? And I would guess if I had to put a number on it, about 99.9% of them say that they are good coaches. Then I watch them. My guess is probably less than half of them truly are good coaches. First thing I see is they go on a call with their people, which is great. Go out there, do ride-alongs, do listen-ins, do whatever else, and they completely take over. They can't help themselves. They know this stuff, they're good at it, they want to jump in. If I'm honest, I still struggle with this sometimes. In their mind, they're going, well, nobody could do it better. And they brought me here for a reason. And nobody's as effective as I am. And I'm modeling the right behavior. All of those things might be true. But guess what? That doesn't scale at all. You're going to get to as many people as you can get to. And the rest of them are going to not get any better at all. If I could get better just by watching somebody model it, I'd be on the PGA Tour right now. At some point, the salesperson needs to try it and get feedback and get coaching on how they can get better. Next bad habit I see when it comes to skills coaching is they might not take over, but as soon as that meeting's over, I barrage you with everything that you should have done or that you missed or I would have done, even on a good call. They'll get done and they'll just zero in on all the negative things. What's the rep thinking at that point? Oh my gosh, this was a terrible experience. I don't want you coming with anymore, which is exactly opposite of what you want to have happen. The best skills coaching starts with let's define what good looks like. What is our gold standard for a discovery call? How did we prepare? What information did we get? How did we set up the meeting? How did we set the agenda? Did we get commitments to a next step, et cetera, et cetera? However you want to define it, but we start with what's the gold standard? That's before we ever go out there. We all agree on what's the objective of the call, what does good look like, and then we go on the call. Now, your job as the coach is not to take over. You might occasionally need to jump in, but your job is to observe, take notes, discuss the good things that they're doing, and see if they even realize the things that they missed. Help them. When you're done, discuss what that call looked like. And then if they've done things well, recognize them. I love when you ask that question. When you did that, you opened up a whole new opportunity. That was perfect. I love that. But you also discuss the things they missed. But don't just tell them, see if they can realize. Our gold standard says we did that. How do we do when we said differentiate? You know what? I don't think we really got into that. You know what? I agree. So what do you think we could have done differently? You're helping lead them to the answer. And then I want to get at the impact. If we would have done that, how would that have helped us? Because we missed that, how does that put us at a deficit? Okay, now let's talk about what we need to do differently on our next call. And on the next call, guess what's going to be top of their mind is going to be, how do I do that better? And you can observe them and reinforce it and go, boy, you did so much better on that one. This is skills coaching. And you're going to be surprised how quickly some of your salespeople can improve if you truly coach them well. Don't take over and don't just model it and don't barrage them with the things that they did wrong. Again, my name is Gary Braun. I'm one of the co-founders here at Pivotal Advisors. If you like videos like this, please like, subscribe, visit our website at pivotalitadvisors.com. If you need help in your own coaching, we'd love to talk to you about that. Look for our next video on a different type of coaching, which is career coaching. Thank you for watching. Hope to talk to you soon.